Hello book lovers, welcome to Uncommon Reader. I'm Daniela and today it's a very special, different video because yes, I'm going to talk about a book, but it's not a novel, it's not a non-fiction, it's an art book. So I got kind of inspired by Philip Hall's videos where he shares his favorite artists. And I thought since I got a book from the library, I'm going to share it with you because I was quite intrigued by this painter. Her name is Leonor Fini. I'm going to show you the book. I'm sorry about all the reflections. I have the window and the ring light. Today was quite gloomy, but now it looks like the sun is peeking through the window. So I met Leonor Fini for the first time. Not that I met her in person, but I met her art in a museum in Trieste, in near town of Trieste where I live. And I got a flash. I mean, when I saw this auto portrait of her, I got them like, I have to have this portrait. Actually, I did buy the little postcard of this painting and I use it a lot. And so after that, I actually went to an exhibit of her works in Milan in May, just before going on my trip to Paris, as I took a train from Milan to Paris. So I lived in Milan for about 10 years when I was in my 20s, before moving to USA. And so it's always a party when I go to Milan because I get to meet a lot of friends, and I had a friend with me coming to the exhibit. And this is actually the catalog from that exhibit, although I didn't buy it because I was going to go to Paris and I didn't want to go to Paris with this big heavy book. But I was happy that I found it at my library. So I'm going to flip on the pages while I tell you the story of Leonor Fini, so you can get acquainted with her life and work style. So I'm gonna share some images with my voiceover and I'll see you back here in a bit. Leonor Fini was an Argentine-born, Italian-raised painter, designer, illustrator, and one of the most distinctive figures associated with the Surrealist movement, though she famously refused to be categorized by any artistic group. Born in Buenos Aires in 1907 and raised in Trieste, Italy, she spent her formative years surrounded by strong female influences, which deeply shaped her later themes of autonomy, sensuality, and transformation. Fini spent several formative years in Rome in the late 20s and early 30s, a period that deeply influenced her artistic identity. In Rome, she immersed herself in the intellectual and artistic circles surrounding the city's emerging avant-garde. She studied Renaissance and Mannerist masters firsthand, particularly drawn to the elongated forms, theatrical compositions, and sensual symbolism of painters like Bronzino and Pontormo. During this time, she also began to cultivate the striking personal style and mythic persona that later defined her public image. Rome became a place where she experimented boldly, developed her technical precision, and established herself as an artist whose work blended classical discipline with visionary imagination. When she felt Rome had nothing more to offer, she moved to Paris, where she quickly became part of the city's vibrant avant-garde scene, befriending figures like Max Ernst and Leonora Carrington, among others. While the Surrealists admired her, Fini resisted their male-dominated ideology and forged her own creative identity, one that celebrated powerful, enigmatic women rather than depicting them as muses or dream objects. Over her long career, she produced more than 1,000 works, also designed theater and ballet costumes, created iconic book illustrations, including famed editions of Histoire d'Eau and Arabian Nights, cultivated a persona that blurred art and life. She lived in lavish, cat-filled homes and embraced unconventional relationships, all of which contributed to the mythology surrounding her. Fini's work is immediately recognizable for its powerful, overworldly women. She frequently painted priestess-like figures, sphinxes, and hybrid beings, images of feminine power, mystery, and self-possession, or her surreal, dreamlike symbolism. Her paintings feature lush settings, masked figures, theatrical lighting, and mythological motifs. Instead of subconscious chaos, Fini sought a ritual, ceremony, and transformation. Or her exploration of identity and metamorphosis, masks, doubles, and animal-human hybrids, especially feline forms, appear throughout her work. Her precise classical technique, despite her association with surrealism, her brushwork draws from Renaissance influences, smooth surfaces, dramatic chiaroscuro, and meticulous detail. Not to mention themes of eroticism and autonomy. Her work celebrates sensuality without surrendering to the male gaze. Her characters command the scene rather than inhabit it passively. I'd like to end with a couple of quotes from Leonor Fini. My women are not victims. They are guardians, queens, sphinxes, beings who know their own power. And painting is an act of enchantment. It creates another reality where the self can transform. what did you think of her art? Oh my gosh, I'm so curious to know. Let me know in the comments. You know, I love certain paintings, but I also find some maybe not my cup of tea, but I do appreciate the confidence that she had in her art, that she didn't want to be labeled as a surrealist. Although, you know, looking at some of her work, it's hard not to think of her as a surrealist. Or maybe she would like better the description of an imaginative artist. So I'm very curious to know what you think about her work. So let me know in the comments. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to see you back here on Uncommon Reader to talk more about books next time. Take care. Happy reading. Ciao.